at the other shops. That's why I couldn't leave from here. It's a heavy rain over here, so I didn't want to delay the class. I didn't want to get stuck on the highway, so I was like, okay, might as well. I was looking for my mic. I thought I left it at home because this place is a bit noisy.
I thought it.
But that's why I finally found it. I'll just turn off my camera if you don't mind, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So like I do. So today, I want to cover is Microsoft 365. Microsoft 365. I'm not going to go too in depth with it, but I'm going to show you how to sign up for the account properly. Okay. There's just a bit of a step that I want everyone to follow. In the video too, it shows it, but I think there's one thing that changed from the time I recorded the video till now is their Microsoft 365 with team and without team. The reason why they have done this is so that people who's getting licensing for with team, there's a little bit of the process of getting approved for the trial account. It's very, very screened because with teams you can actually make a call outside to normal numbers, and they just want to make sure that they're using legitimate people, right? So it just became so hard for us to sign up for account. Okay. And I'll show you. Is my voice clear? I can do.
Yeah, I can hear you.
It's very clear. No background noise or anything like that, right?
No.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Because I bought these mics. They're supposed to be way good, so that's fine. Okay, no problem. Okay, so I want to show you is first thing is when you go to Google. In the video too, I show you how to do it too. MS 365 business trail. Okay. And sometimes some people have issues is that when they use a Google Chrome, they might not get approved right away. If that's the case, use something like one thing, right? First, try it on Google Chrome and use the same account as you use for your Azure. Your Azure account. Your same email address for Azure account. That's fine as well. Okay? It's going to ask you to enter in a debit card or credit card. No problem at all. Enter it in. And you can go ahead and right away once you log in, you can go ahead and cancel the account at the same. It'll give you two options when you go to in the video too. I show you how to cancel the account. Yeah. But when you go ahead and try to cancel the account, it'll give you two options. One is to cancel right now, or one is to cancel at the last day of the month.
Okay.
So you're going to choose the second option, which is let's say if you sign up for today, right, which is April 4th, it's going to give you an option to close the account on May 3rd. Choose the 30-day, the 29-day.
Yes.
And that way it's good for and then you don't have to worry about it, and it automatically closes. Okay, you'll never be charged.
You say what? How many gigabytes?
Okay.
So here I'll show you here. So when you go into this one, this one is Microsoft 365 Business Standard. When you click on this one, and you see where it says try for free. It's not this one you want to click on. Okay, you want to do this one or try a version without Teams. So here you'll add in 25 license.
Okay.
Switch this to a monthly, and you'll be only paying $0. Okay. And then when it goes beyond that, that's when it'll charge you. Okay, beyond the 30-day trial. So, but we're going to cancel before that. Okay. So it says you have to cancel before 3 months, May 3rd, right? And in the account, once you create the account, you can go ahead and cancel it on the May 3rd right away. Okay. And it will automatically close the account on May 3rd. So you don't have to worry about it. Okay. So do that right away in the recorded video I'll show you. Okay. And one more thing that I do want to share is this. Give me one second.
She's still there.
If we do go into ctechtraining.ca.
Yeah. What? Okay, we come here Monday. Are you open tomorrow? We are open tomorrow. Okay, never mind. We come here tomorrow. London.
This one.
Okay, Monday.
Okay. So this one, you can go ahead and watch this video too, the Office 365. What is this one over here? But just follow the step I just showed you right now. And I think in this video they didn't have the Teams. Yeah, see how they didn't have See the video how they don't have the two options I showed you here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the reason why. Because before the Teams was not an option, right now it is. But for you to open up an account with Teams, there's a lot of people getting errors. Some people it goes through, some people it doesn't. Just try and sign up without the Teams. That's fine.
Okay.
It's much more easier. And then what we're going to do is you're going to have 3 assignments look into, okay?
Mhm.
That in here, I'm not going to go through it. It's I want you to figure out the creation of accounts. It's the same process in Microsoft 365 and doing MFA. Okay, same thing you're going to do. You're going to create 20 accounts, I believe, in the first assignment, and second assignment is about help desk thing. The only thing in here is you're going to work with ticketing system. Okay, the only thing here, and the ticketing system is in our. I'm sure the staff has sent you when you joined the course. Link to our ticketing system itself. Your username and your login. Okay.
So,
If you go,
I have one question. Otherwise,
sure,
like,
sure. Yeah.
so Azure and 365, it's like user management thing or MS 365. I mean, like Azure.
Yeah, sure.
Is-
Azure is like the big. Imagine like Azure is for the infrastructure type of thing. Okay, so it's where you manage your servers, where you manage your main user accounts and everything. Okay, whereas Office 365 is more of directories, files, your teams, you're pretty much your files, emails, and your team management. It's purely used for that. It's email, folders, and files, and it also does like SharePoint, Teams, Intune, everything in Microsoft 365. It's a service of Microsoft 365.
Both are clouds, right?
Both are cloud.
Cloud.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter.
Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is so in here, if you click on this link, the only thing is different is when you go on this link, if you do connect.ctech.ca, it might not take you to this screen, okay? So you have to use the admin section, which is click on this link, it's just /SCP. Let me close this. Just log in with your username and password. And now, like I do, sometimes I hear people have issues where they go ahead and log in once. When they log out, they cannot log back into the ticketing system. If you ever have that issue, please clear your browsing history, okay? Or you can use incognito mode,
Okay.
and go to the URL, because sometimes it caches and creates issues.
Okay.
Okay, that's the major one thing you'll face. For that, use incognito mode, it will not cause any issue for you, or just clear your history and everything. For you to do that, if you go on Chrome, and if you scroll down to your settings over here, you're seeing my screen, right?
Yeah.
You're seeing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Just because I have only one display, I can't see.
Okay.
So here, if you go in here, and if you go into, I believe it's privacy and security. Yeah, privacy and security, and go into delete browsing data. You want to do is clear all this. If you have used in the last 7 days, just clear this. You don't have to delete the browsing data. That's fine.
Yeah.
Just this for the last 7 days should be.
Oh.
And then delete it and then close all your Chrome and reopen it, and it'll solve the issue. Okay. But the easiest way is to run it under incognito mode. You just do it under this mode. This will not keep the cache and everything. This will not keep. It'll clear it. Okay.
Okay.
If you're ever having that issue. But this is what we call a ticketing system. Remember from the first 2 weeks, we had a video recording. We talked about ticketing system and the main 3 pillars. One was, service request and incidents, right? Managing service requests and incidents. And then the third one was problem management. Usually, multiple of the same incidents or same type of incidents will trigger a problem ticket, right? Without that being in place, we cannot track how many tickets are coming in, how many tickets are getting resolved, meaning both for service requests and incidents. Okay, the 2 major tickets that we're looking at here is service request and incident. Those are 2 major. The problem gets triggered because you have multiple incidents, right? So it's just a classification of incidents. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Perfect. So I'll just show you one thing here, how to create a ticket. It's a very simple process to create a ticket. Okay? Once you log in, this is what we call as a dashboard, where you can
Oh.
see pretty much all your tickets in the system and who owns what topics and everything. Pretty much all ticketing system will hold it. And the thing is, once you learn one ticketing system, it's pretty much the same across all the board. It does not change at all.
Oh,
It'll stay the same.
oh,
Because it still works on the same principles as ITIL. It's still like the same pillars and same theme, but it's just different company creates them, right?
Hmm.
It's just like, saying the phone, Samsung phone versus the Google Pixel. They're all Android, but the thing is, they're just designed by different companies. That's all it is. Okay? So once you're used to one, even any job placement is asking for ServiceNow or Jira or this, just say you have experience. You have experience, and put in like a couple of ticketing system in your resume. That's what we
Yeah.
suggest. It'll help you still. That's okay, but thing is, you just want to be making sure that the fundamental is the same, okay, across all of them.
oh,
So this is your dashboard, and you'll be able to see how many tickets are in the system, how many is assigned to you, and how many is assigned to your team. Versus some ticketing system will allow you to see how many tickets are assigned to every team, right? And it's usually default, okay.
oh, okay.
So in here, if you go into topics, you can see all the topics we have and all the tickets we have. We have all the closed ticket, assigned, and open tickets, okay, currently. Which means open means user has opened the ticket and they're waiting for someone to work on it. And assigned means somebody has been assigned to the ticket, working on it. Somebody's working on it, okay?
Oh.
And closed means it has been resolved. The issue has been resolved and it's been closed.
Okay.
Okay. You never delete a ticket in ticketing system. You always want to have a ticketing in there. And if you're going to close a ticket, you need to put a full documentation on how you're going to close it. This is where you're going to use you can go in here to see what other people have done in the past, what they have done exactly to resolve the issue. And in the ticketing system, you'll have two different type of notes you can take. We'll look at it too right now practically, but I'll just tell you. You have one is something called internal notes, which is where you put all the technical stuff, right? Coding or whatever it is that you want your team as an IT team to see. And you have something called respond, which is customer facing. It sends them a message to, like, if you're asking them a question or letting them know the issue is resolved, that's where you put it in, so that the customer knows that you're communicating with them, and it'll get sent as an email to them, and they can reply to the email, and this will come to them as an email as well.
Okay.
I have this. Okay, so here when we go into tickets, this is where we'll go and create tickets. Now, if you go to create new tickets, you come up with this window. Okay, this is where you'll do a user search or create a user here. For all your assignments questions, you'll have, let's say if we download.
So she's not gonna be back till Monday, so I'll
You can download this and I show you.
So the assignments in both MS365 and ticketing system both.
Yes. So you'll do the documentation and ticketing system, and you'll resolve the issue on Microsoft 365.
Oh,
So because the ticketing system is just for documentation, right? That is where most of your job will happen. Your resolving happens in Microsoft 365. Ticketing system is just for writing down your notes and letting the customer know.
okay. That means like when user got an error in MS365, they use the ticketing system to contact the IT team, and they
Yes.
yeah, resolve it.
Exactly.
Oh.
So even issues with issues or request, right? So it could be either Microsoft 365, Azure, anything. They'll contact through only ticketing system. Ticketing system is the only method of contact in most companies. Other companies, they can walk in and say that I'm having issues too, but you will be required as a technician, if they come in for a phone call or come in person, you will have to create a ticket on behalf of them and then document the issue as well, right? And then communicate with the user as well. So not all the time the user will open up the ticket. Sometimes you have to open it on behalf of them, which is what this assignment will practice, is creating a ticket on behalf of the user and then solving the issue and keeping the user up to date.
Hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
So you see here, like the one thing the ticketing system we have, and the assignment is, one thing is, do you see where it says at contoso.onmicrosoft.com?
Yeah.
This one will just be changed for us, okay? Because each one of us will have a random email address and that cannot be used in the ticketing system. So whatever name you're creating a ticket on behalf of, so I'll show you here. So let's say the second one here. The first one is just creating the Microsoft setup, just like how you did for Azure.
Okay.
So let me open up the second one over here. Okay. So it'll give you the rules and everything, just read through it. But you'll create a total of 7 tickets, okay? And for each question, I just need to know what the ticket number is. Just put ticket 1 and then put the thing here, okay? The ticket number in your documentation sheet when you had it. So you see how it says user Mary Smith at contoso.com. What I'm going to do is in the create new email address, it's just going to be Mary. It's going to be same thing, Mary.
So I take the SIM card out of this phone.
Mary
Everything transfers over.
at
All the phones I have.
connect.ctech.ca, okay? And all the emails should end with insert that Contoso, whatever email address that you create under, it should just end in this for the ticketing system itself, okay? It's just because the ticketing system cannot understand this the domain. That's the reason why.
Okay.
Sorry, it's Mary. And if you ever have issues, it says there's a duplicate account, just add a random number, okay? At the end of it, just add a 4 or 5, because sometimes it just gets full with the other students working on it. And then you don't have to put a phone number here, okay? Just this is information is enough. Yeah, see how it says emails are assigned?
Yeah.
I'm just going to add a random number in here, okay? Random number is fine. Perfect. We see Mary Smith and at ctechconnect.ca, okay? And then see here, I'll do one over here, okay? So I'm just going to close the first assignment because that's irrelevant to this ticketing system. So one, it says required navigation, admin center users, active users, Mary Smith, reset password, verify login failure. So you're going to have to, so it says verify login failure, reset password, force password change on next login, document why this, resolve the issue, resolve the ticket. So these are the tasks that you have to follow, okay? So once you create the account from the first assignment, you'll actually go ahead and try logging into the account in fact a couple of times to create the logs, to see where the logs are going in so you can read them, okay? And you'll take a screenshot and put it into this on the bottom of this. And then you'll do a reset of password. You'll take a screenshot. You know what I mean by, right? But in this one, you're creating the first ticket, okay? So we're saying that the user is not able to log in, right? Incorrect password. So we're going to choose a topic from here, okay? And the thing is, like, you don't have to, when you start off first, you don't have to be always correct, okay? What you're trying to do is you're trying to make sure this goes in the proper category. That's all you're going to do. So from this, would you think this is a service request or incident? Which one would you think? It's incident. Very good.
Yeah.
And from the incident over here, these are the incident bucket over here, right?
Okay.
Which one do you think it falls under?
Login and account issue.
Perfect. Sounds very good. And then this one, the department, this would be under service desk, right? So this would be service desk.
Yeah.
You see where it says Microsoft 365 email support or password and account issue, right? Both of them make sense. Both of them make sense. But password and account issue is perfect, okay? Because it's a password issue, right? Perfect. And then this is where it is. You have to be very careful here. Like this. So you have to make sure you select the theme and select your name from here, okay? There's you just need to find your name. I'm sure it's in here. So yeah, right over here. You have a long name, yeah. No problem. No worries. Yeah, just select that. But in my case, I'm system admin, so I'm going to select my name, okay? If you don't do this, you're going to have to create another ticket, okay? Which is fine, not a problem at all. It's because then it doesn't get assigned to you. Now, in the issue summary, you're going to put in you're gonna document this as if the user is creating it, right? Because you're creating for the user. Remember that. Having issues logging.
So you mean this one is I'm doing it on behalf of user, right?
Yeah, on behalf of user, yes.
So
which is something very common.
Normally, okay. Normally, user doesn't get this kind of interface for do that?
They do, but let's say if they're not able to log in, right? They cannot log a ticket. Remember, for them to create a ticket, they have to log into the computer, right? So they might not be able to even log into the computer. So
Okay,
they'll
so
call you and
okay, they call me and ask
yeah,
me
exactly.
to do that. Okay, okay. So without a ticket, I can't attend to anything, right? So that's the
Um,
procedure.
yeah, so usually it depends on company to company changes. Some company will say solve the issue but document it because they want to know what work you're doing, right?
Hmm.
This doesn't like this doesn't doesn't show if you do without ticket, it doesn't show what to work they're doing, right? Sometimes the work can be also repeated work, right? So that user might have computer getting turned off every couple of days, and you fix it once first time. Second time, if you come and you want to know that, right? Like this user is coming in with the issues couple of times a week. Let's replace the computer. It's a document, and to also know what work you're doing, and it's to say what work you're supposed to work on right now. It's basically where you'll go to find all your work. And some companies have a strict policy. Yes, it has to be on ticketing system before you start working on it. Or some companies a little bit more hybrid where they say, okay, work on it, but when you come back, just document it, right? Or some company says it's okay if whatever comes into the ticketing system you solve. But right now, all companies are going towards the hybrid and the strict model. It's either you create a ticket and then work on it, or work on it and create a ticket. So we have it documented somehow.
Hmm.
Okay. So we'll say here having issues logging into MS365 account. Okay. And then we're going to put in having issues with logging in.
Yeah.
Seems to be incorrect password. This is still what the user is saying.
No. Yeah.
Okay. You don't have to set the priority level or anything like that. And then you can just say assigned because you already assigned it to yourself, right?
Mm.
And you can click on open. And this now is a created ticket. So this is your unique ticket number.
Oh, okay.
What you'll copy and put in your assignment. Okay.
Mm.
And remember, if you scroll down over here, right? We have, remember I said post reply, and sorry, it's post reply, not respond, but post reply. This post reply means the user can see what's happening here.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas the internal notes is only for the team, for your team,
Okay.
for
Okay.
IT team to see. Whoever has a technician license in the ticketing system. Your user cannot see the internal notes, okay? They can only see the post reply. Where the internal notes becomes very useful is where you put all your technical requirements. So if you can put in screenshots and everything in here and say what exactly the issue is and how you came to resolve it, okay? And this one, if there's a similar ticket that you have that you can search for in the ticketing system, you can find it. And if the technician has followed the proper step for documentation, you can actually go into the internal notes and see what they have done to resolve it. The reason why you wanted to see this first is then you can fix the problem very quickly, right? You don't have to go and research and do all the issues and everything. That's what this is for. It's act as a knowledge base. It's called a knowledge base. Okay. So ticket can be also used as a knowledge base if it's been properly, everyone follows the proper steps, right? So that's what they're trying to formalize now, is to make sure that it can be properly, everybody properly documents it, so it can be used as a knowledge base for the future as well. Okay. That's the reason why it's very important for you to go through the steps, take screenshots, and you don't have to put screenshots in the ticketing system if you put in the documentation, but at least give a clear-cut instruction of what you've done. You have done to went to this, verified, to make sure that it's fixed. It's fixed and put in here.
Just want to connect the
Okay. So let's say you're posting your internal notes, that's fine. But let's say you're telling the customer, hey, issue has been resolved. Thank you, right? You're putting it a little bit more nicer, email. I'm just putting it, you're showing for this purpose, okay? And then once you've done this, you have done all your screenshots and you've taken everything, you've posted your things, you'll do resolved and post reply. What this will do is this will make the complete this ticket as complete, and it'll close the ticket, okay? Which means you have completely went through the whole ticketing life cycle. You have created a ticket, you have posted the reply, internal notes, and you have closed the ticket. So this is called ticket life cycle. You'll take a ticket from a 0 cycle to all the way to complete. And some tickets, like I do in a real life scenario, might not be this simple to close. You might have to go back and forth with the user, right? The reason, I'll give you some example. If you have a ticket where you need to get approval from a manager to give access, you'll have to send them an email and make sure to, tag them here and then get approval and then put them in here, right? And then put the document things as well. And it might take, 2 to 3 days, sometimes even weeks. But make sure when you do it, you document saying that you have reached the customer at this date and this time, left a voicemail or sent an email, whatever it is, you document it properly in the ticketing system. Maybe you might have to take a day off, right, today. And if somebody's calling you to get some status update on this ticket, they can, they can understand what's happening in the ticket as well, right? So they can give them, even without asking you, they can be like, oh yeah. So seems like we're waiting for manager approval from this person. It seems like we have communicated to this person on this date and this time through phone, no reply, through email, no reply yet, So it gives a very transparent information to people. Okay.
So, okay. So normally when we are, let's say the ticket is assigned to me, so I should be resolving it, right?
Yes. If the ticket is assigned to you, let's say, okay, let me give you a scenario here. Okay, you come in today, it's 8 o'clock. You walk in, right?
Yeah.
The whole point of a ticketing system is you don't have to go and ask someone what work I have to do. You log into your ticketing system.
Yeah.
You go into my tickets over here.
Yeah.
And then you go in here and be like, oh, these are assigned to me. And sometimes what you can do is these get assigned randomly. The system automatically randomly selects you and puts you in here. Or some company does this. You have something called a team, like how when we went into dashboard, right?
Yeah.
And you see where it says departments. So service desk right now is 7 tickets, right? Your manager will be like, okay, you have 2 people working in the service desk department, or you are 4 people or 10 people, okay? They'll be like, okay, you guys go in there and pick your own tickets. And you guys can pick your own tickets by going into that cycle of usually in this one, it's not capable, but like a lot of the paid ones, you can go into your, the Teams bin and pick it up and assign it to yourself. For example, let's say I'm in mine, right? Or if I go into all open tickets, these are all open tickets, okay? You see here, if I go into any one of them, right? These are things I can assign to myself. If I go into this ticket, I can actually do this one, assign, agent, and I can actually assign to someone else here, to myself or someone else, But technically speaking, you should not be assigned to someone else unless you've been told to, right? Because remember, they can find out who exactly assigned to who. So it's very transparent. So example, I should be able to assign to, I should be able to assign to you, but so sometimes team leaders will do this. They'll go in quickly, go ahead and assign some people tickets, or they'll tell you, hey, go ahead and pick some tickets from your group so you can solve them. But it's very cool.
Normally, who will be doing assigning the tickets? The manager, IT manager, or the
2 scenarios. Sometimes it'll be the IT manager. Most times they'll tell you, when I used to work, right? It used to be automatically assigned, okay? But if there's a special ticket, like the high priority ticket where we want to a vice president or VP is having issues, I know that this person is very good at it, and I want to assign it manually to the person. I will assign to a particular person, and I'll go and tell him, just please work on this in priority, right? Or if let's say if you have no work assigned to you, you complete all of them, right? Then you can't be like, I don't have any work. You just still have to go into your team's bin and try to pick some ticket for yourself and solve it, because but there'll be never a time that you'll be saying I have no work.
Okay.
And you don't be like, oh, I don't know where my work is. It's always in your ticketing system assigned to you or your team. But here's the thing, right? One thing that you have to understand is not 100% of your work will come from here. And what I mean by that, Lakandu, is this: this is my ratio, okay? And every manager has their own ratios. So in my ratio, what I tell the team is usually 60% of your day-to-day work comes from the ticketing system, okay? Or weekly. I usually break down in a weekly, okay? And I say is next 30% is going to be 10% is you going to the user and helping them. So there's some cases where you have to go to the user to help them, or where you're walking around to go to users to help them, right? Like the traveling part, okay, 10%. Now there's another 20%, which is project work. So we at the hospital, we always had about 50 to 60 projects per year, which is a lot. And they're about, $12 million to like $50 million under the project management, right, window for IT. So we can assign these service desk tasks or networking, and every team will have certain percentage they'll contribute to the project to get it done. And it's for the thing, right? And you might be a small portion in a small project where, let's say, Microsoft 365 migration, okay? Which is what you're going to work on right now. This is onboarding users. And you'll have to onboard about 600 users in 3 weeks. So if you've done your ticket, let's say per week, 3 days, 4 days, you work on a ticket, right? The one day you dedicate to creating an account, or maybe like after lunch from like 1 o'clock to 3 o'clock, you do just account creation like 365. So you can meet the goal. And then maybe another 10%, I usually say 5 to 10% is for personal development. And I would give 1 hour a week or something like that for you to do your certifications. We work on what certification you need to get done for the year and for you to work on the certification. That's my split usually I take. Okay, but each company will have a different split. And I always tell this, when you first start off in a company, don't expect them to give you time for personal development. Usually it happens after 1 year. After you get a permanent, you become a permanent staff, and after 1 year.
Hey, how are you doing?
They'll tell you what certification they want you to work on, and you can talk about your personal growth and everything. Okay. Any questions, Lakshmi?
Yeah, no, sir.
No. So yeah, so go ahead and work on the tickets. If you have any questions, please email me. And remember, this assignment, you have 2 weeks to complete them, okay? So the first assignment is the one that's going to take the most amount of time, just like the Azure stuff, remember?
Yeah.
So next week, you have no class. And next week, you have no class. We meet back on April 19th, okay?
19th, yeah.
19th. And the assignment will be due on, sorry, let me close this one. It'll be due on April 18th before 10 o'clock, okay?
Oh, okay.
And feel free to reach out to me through email if you have any questions, but it should be very straightforward to you, just like the Azure.
Okay.
Okay, my brother.
Okay.
Okay, take care. Take care of yourself.
Thank you.
Okay.
Another one thing, the payment I will be doing in this week, okay?
No worries. That's okay. I understand. No problem at all, okay? Just send a screenshot to the staff, they'll deal with it. Okay? No problem.
Okay.
Okay, brother.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.